Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kafadash. Give double honors to our apostle elders, which is apostle elders that rule the great millstone. To you for the elect on the four corners of the planet Earth. Keep faith, keep pushing. This is just an update. I did a video about Theybies, and just a video I seen, just searching through and looking for updates, and you see the demonic activity. But this video came out. This is a follow-up behind that, so this is just to show like where the actual transgender thoughts, because I couldn't really find videos on parents doing it, but this channel right here, Soldier of God, we don't use that word God. The name of the Most High is Yahweh, and the Son's name is Yahushai. But he found the video and posted it and went into the description of it. It's another video he found, so I'm just gonna post. I'm gonna play this video here in a second. I just wanted to get these scriptures real quick to show the wisdom of this world is folly, man. Their thoughts and their understanding of how things are supposed to go are totally off, because they're not going under the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're going under their own thoughts and their own ways to try to understand the way the Most High has created things. But they're foolish. So this is 1 Corinthians 3:19. We're just gonna go through these precepts. It's 1 Corinthians 3:19, and it says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness." And the things that they're doing in this society, trying to be so-called fluid and all these things, is gonna get them destroyed. Bottom line, it's not gonna maintain them. It's gonna get them straight destroyed, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua has how He wants it to be ran, and it's more proof that the world has to change, man. It has to be done away with. It has to be rearranged. All right, and that's what we're waiting on now. Waiting on the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to come to pass, by way of what? The Third World War and the destruction of the way the world is ran today. All right, I'll read it again. It says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, and they are vain." All right, they're vain. They're not really on the type of level to even try to break down. The Most High already said boy, girl, what's supposed to be done, but men want to change that around. Sleep with men sleeping with men, women with women. Okay, and now this video I'm getting ready to play will show you how things like this jack up the mental of people, because they're going against the grain. All right, you ever try to paddle upstream? It's very hard to do. Okay, it's easier to go with the flow of things. That's how Most High said it. All right, they're going against the flow, the current. This is Proverbs 14:8, and it says, "The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit." And that's what this transgender Theybies is folly of fools, man. All right, it's undoing and unraveling the make of men and women, man. They're going against their make and what the Most High made them. So that's why a lot of them commit suicide, and they're going to go into that in the video. But I just wanted to get these precepts before, because I'm going to close out after that. This is James 3:15. It says, "This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish." Okay, that's where it came from. It didn't come from Yahweh Shem Yahushua having babies and transgenders and gender fluidity. That's earth. That's earthly, man. Sensual, after your own wicked lust, and it's devilish, man. All right, it's devilish. It's deceiving the minds of the people and warping what is so. So without any further ado, I'm gonna play this video. Abaratazah, this is edifying to you, Akim. And just keep faith and keep watching, man. We're almost at the time of the end of this man's society, man. Shalom.
Subject matter: viewer discretion is advised. Are we a normal family? We have 2 kids, ordered
dominoes for dinner sometime.
All right, I'm ready to go.
In many ways, we fit the kind of normal stereotype. Our kids, Kanan and Zyler, are 3.5 years old, and we're raising them using they, them, their gender-neutral pronouns so that they can decide for themselves when, if, and how they want to identify as a gender.
I think that knowing the sex or the gender of your child is important to other people, partially just because it's part of the social script. They don't notice that they're any different from any other children because they have no idea that some children are she and some children are he.
All right.
To them, they're all children. So, like, they don't notice any difference, and the other kids that they're with don't notice any difference. A lot of young girls are, when they grow up, they're told, you know, don't get dirty, don't do that, that's not safe, be careful, those kinds of things. And then they grow up to think that they're not capable of doing all these things. And then the young boys are told, oh, don't cry, you're okay, be strong. And then they aren't comfortable having emotions, which can cause a lot of problems when they're older. Gender is not something that we have discussed with either of them at all, really.
We're as nervous about that as most parents are about, like, how our baby's made.
They haven't really asked about it, so we're waiting until that.
You see the foolishness of these Edomites, man. Oh, man.
Question comes up. I think we're just kind of going to wing it a little bit when we get there. But, you know,
You winging your child's future, really. You winging it, huh?
telling them that, you know, gender is something that's fluid, and, you know, a lot of people who have penises identify as being boys, but that's not something that is necessary if you feel like you're a girl, and vice versa.
There is research that shows when you use gender binaries in our language, when we say good morning, boys and girls, or when we just say to our kids, come on, girls, or what a smart boy you are, using gender to sort and categorize and label kids. We do know that that increases gender stereotypes.
Do you want the hair clip in your hair? Do you need help, or are you going to do it yourself? You did it. As a result of raising our kids as Theybies, I'm hoping that they'll grow up and be supportive of other people and who they are and how they feel, and really confident and happy in who they are themselves.
NBC News has been under fire for their strange attempt at normalizing two parents experimenting on their 3-year-old twins by refusing to acknowledge their gender. The mother says her twins have no idea if they are male or female, and that they have no idea if other children are male or female. The father is nervous to discuss it with them, and when they do, they will tell them that gender is something that's fluid. Despite the fact that only 0.3% of the population identify as transgender, and 40% of them end up committing suicide, these parents have decided...
Because they're going against the grain. If it's so right, why are they knocking themselves off? If it's so this benevolent, newfound glory of yourself, why are you knocking yourself off? Why are they killing themselves? Why are they putting themselves to death? Because it's not right. Okay? It's unlawful. But hey, it's really not, man. You gotta laugh at the fact of what's going on, man. We at the time of the end. Okay, we at the time when this place is getting ready to taste utter destruction. Alright? Thus saith the Bible, thus saith the Lord, man. This is, man.
Decided to risk the mental health of their own children for an experiment of gender fluidity. Gender fluidity, the theory that there is no such thing as biological gender. Where did all this madness come from? Psychologist John Money, who claimed that heterosexuality was a superficial concept while advocating for what he called affectional pedophilia, is the man responsible for today's controversial gender studies.
A damn pedophile is the one that's constant, that organizing. He looks like a so-called Jew. He looks like Amalek. So that's showing you where this came from. The mind of an Edomite. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Look at this sicko. He's a pedophile. They're gonna go into him.
He believed that gender was learned as opposed to being an innate part of biology. Money's John Joan case has been celebrated and pushed to support the practice of sexual reassignment surgery, when in reality, it was a complete train wreck. The John Joan case involved a young boy named David Reamer, who in 1966, at the age of 8 months old, suffered a botched circumcision. Dr. Money persuaded the boy's parents that sexual reassignment surgery would be his best option for living a healthy life. The child was surgically castrated at the age of 22 months, given hormone treatments, and raised to believe that he was a female named Brenda. Part of this experiment involved John Money forcing David and his twin brother to simulate having sex with one another, while David would pretend to be a female named Brenda. He also had the boys strip off their clothes and inspect each other's genitals while he photographed them. And he claimed that this was important for a healthy adult gender identity.
Man, that was a damn sicko taking pictures of little kids, man. Where's the Christian community, man? Where's vocab at? Where's Cherry Love at? Where's Dr. James White the Edomite? Where are they at, man? Why ain't they speaking about things like this?
Several papers claiming the reassignment was successful, writing that the child's behavior is so clearly that of an active little girl and so different from the boyish ways of her twin brother. But David's side of the story was completely different. Unsurprising.
That's dude right there, man. All right. And knowing they castrated him at an early age. So he walking around the life with no rod. Check this out.
David Reamer claimed these experiences were deeply traumatic, and at the age of 15, chose to live his life as a boy once again. And things ended badly for both brothers. The twin brother, Brian, developed schizophrenia, and both of them suffered years of severe depression before each taking their own lives. Brian overdosed in 2002, and David shot himself in the head with a shotgun in 2004. He was 38 years old. It's child abuse. And if we continue to allow the unrelenting state to stay their course, then we will see the end of the organic family as we know it.
All right. Man, Yahbashim Yahushua got to come back and save us from this wicked place, man. The devil is in rulership and in power and showing himself to be the devil, man. So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Makar Kodash. Shalom, Makim. Shalom.